gentlemen, welcome back to the Pullze Check podcast. Guys, there has been a lot. We haven't done a podcast in a little bit, right? And there's been a lot that's happened in the last week alone with EWC being announced. And just literally right now, World Series of Warzone just got announced. So we're about to yap.
Yes, sir.
I'm prepared for this podcast to be a good one. So if you're, gonna at work, put on your headphones because we're gonna be here a minute. All right. All right, fellas. They just announced World Series of Warzone.
Hell yeah.
I am up. They just announced EWC and the rules and how everything's gonna flow with that.
Yeah.
Right. So the schedule is about to be insane. This tweet just went live. I'm not even kidding. What is that? Wait, that's not even the right time or date. But literally like 10 minutes ago,
Yeah.
This tweet just went live. It said World Series of Warzone is back for 2025.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We're back for another year.
The in-game open starts June 20th through the 22nd.
June's the best month, I heard.
Wait,
Summertime?
June
That's a good month.
20th through the 22nd. So that's literally 1 month.
And
Less
1 month?
than a month.
Packed action, bro. EWC and World Series.
Less than a month away.
Yo,
Is that how was it last year?
Last year was like 2 weeks.
No, bro. Last year was like a week in advance. 2 weeks in advance.
I see. I mean,
So at least we got
we got a good amount of,
a decent amount of
time
right?
to prepare, at least for the players, to prepare and stuff.
So look, I'm glad that they learned from last year and they didn't give these players a week to figure out their teams, right? A month, that's not bad. At least I don't think that's the bad. Like a whole month, hopefully a lot of people didn't. I think everybody knew that it was coming. No one just knew when.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people were just trying to guess, but 1 month in advance, maybe it could have been a little bit more, but not too shabby. Not shabby.
Not bad.
So
Yeah.
let's go over and see what rule sets, what things, because I don't know anything. I literally just saw the tweet, ran upstairs, we're doing a pod. So go ahead, let's go through the where's the rules? Did they click it or how do we know everything? Where can we see everything?
Like from top to bottom?
Yeah, they
there's a
should
link
have it all
there.
here. There's also a link, yeah. Yeah, this is it.
Oh, like kind of the same.
View
same
season
bracket.
info.
There we
There
go.
it is.
Okay, the biggest Call of Duty Warzone competition is finally here, and this year we're returning to where it all began. Verdansk. On this storied battleground, thousands will compete, and ultimately, 150 of the world's best players will fight for the title of World Series of Warzone's champions and their share of a $1 million prize pool. Boys, did I
Damn.
not call that?
Yep.
That's not even a leak. Did I
Wow.
not call that it was going to be 1 mil
You
because
did.
EWC
Yeah,
was 1 mil,
yeah.
and EWC cannot have a bigger prize pool than
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
World Series of Warzone?
Yep.
That is true.
We knew, we knew it was going to be that. Get the World Series of Warzone Arcade Whiz Pack. Yo, wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Let me see the skin.
Hold on. Press view pack real quick.
Wait, the
Every
World Series of
purchase-
Warzone,
Wait, what it says first.
the World Series of Warzone Arcade Whiz Pack is your chance to get,
Oh, there we go.
is your chance to gear, where is that? Is your chance to gear up and support competitive battle royale. Every purchase directly supports the World Series of Warzone program, helping elevate competition and bring the communities. When does this go live?
What? Wait, what is that?
When
What
did
is
this go
that?
live?
What does that mean?
Cop
When does this
that.
go live? Chat. We officially 1,500 COD points. Oh my God.
That's easy. That's
Guys,
like $5.
we officially, I don't give a fuck what it is. For the first time,
Wait, this is
Wait.
what I'm thinking?
we have crowdfunding.
Oh
Crowdfunding for the
my.
journey? On top of the 1 mil?
No.
I don't think it's like that, but I think
Oh.
it's like they're using this
Okay.
to fund probably next year's World Series of Warzone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody's going to be popping
Okay.
on that for sure.
Yeah.
We're on the right direction
The
now.
rumor that I heard is that they've done this in the past, like for previous years, but they didn't actually say that the purchase of the bundles were going towards World Series. So now that they're publicly saying it, hopefully it'll get a little bit more, support.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Okay,
damn.
I mean, this is going to be even better, huh?
Okay, chat,
This might allow, like...
if you care, if you want, if you love competitive Warzone,
You got to tap in on this, 100%.
I'm copying this. When does it come out? Or is this already out?
Absolutely.
You can,
Already
I
out,
feel like
think.
you can buy it. It says get now.
Oh, I'm copying this.
Absolutely.
Wait, did this just come out?
I don't know. Well, this link just came out now.
That I'm not sure. It might have already been a bundle that's out,
I haven't seen it.
and now that they're like kind of like
I feel like it should have been, like, money, no? I feel like COD points, like,
No,
you
no, no.
get... No?
COD points is like because like I think you
I
get
don't know
into,
how that
you get into
conversion is.
other issues. I think if it's just like cash.
Just cash?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jet, why you? Okay, hold on. Chat. I don't understand why y'all complaining about this because we asked for crowdfunding a long time ago and they never gave it to us. Chat. Every single big game does this.
Yep.
Valorant does this. Dota does this.
Yep.
Like
you got that
literally,
champion
like,
bundle,
bro. I think CDL has been asking them to do this for a while, which I assume that they.
Well, I know that
put
the
into
CDL packs, like the CDL packs, anybody that purchases the CDL packs, that goes towards CDL like funding as well.
Right. Fortnite does. Chat. Yo, I'm hoping that this, however much money this bundle makes, will be for next year. Whatever it is, for me, it's supporting the Warzone scene and the Warzone competitive scene. So for me, I'm fucking buying this shit.
that's a W.
I might do some giveaways and just buy a bunch of people this shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for mine.
People always ask, how can we support like World Series of Warzone? Well, they finally found a way to do it. Yeah, I mean, Warzone community will complain about everything, bro. We asked for this literally like a year ago, and they listened. To be fair, everybody will always complain, but Valorant does this. Fucking does CS:GO do this?
Dota does it.
Dota does it for sure.
Dota was
sure.
big in it.
Dota's huge.
Valorant was like, bro, their crowdfunding is fucking insane.
Oh yeah.
Dude, they have
Like,
a
fucking
tournament
insane.
like every
CS:GO
week,
does
bro.
it. Does it.
Okay.
They do it for team.
So I'm glad to see that that's there. I don't know when this bundle comes out, but I definitely will be copying it. Now let's go over to format and everything because I don't know anything. None of us know anything. We're literally reacting to this for the first time.
Yes.
So it
I'm
says
excited.
format and schedule. Take your shot with the in-game open. In North America and EMEA, the road to World Series of Warzone Global Finals begins on June 20th. Oh God.
That's next month.
That's very yeah. This is an open qualifier stage where teams sign up and compete in a playlist that mirrors ranked play settings. So it's the same as last time, right?
Yep.
It's normal pubs.
Yep.
Wheeze up.
The global competition window for the in-game open runs from 9 a.m. Boys, early day. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. PT. 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. UTC.
Okay,
From
so-
June 20th through 22nd. What are you saying, Rampage?
So 9 a.m. So we're gonna be doing 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. That's like the whole day type
No,
Johnson.
9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Oh, 3. Yeah, easy.
It's Pacific time too.
Oh,
easy.
So your 10 best scores while playing with your Face It registered trio will count towards your team score. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing over a weekend, right?
Yep.
Okay, those 3 days.
Yeah.
Those 3 days, they're going to be playing pubs from a certain window. What's that? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3.
little kill race.
6 hours chat, kill race. And then they're going to be going 10 best scores in 3 days.
Yeah.
So 6 hours.
18
Not bad.
hours, 10 games.
Yeah.
Not bad, yeah.
Okay. Traditional World Series of Warzone scoring returns featuring placement multipliers on elimination. See here for scoring breakdown. When the in-game open qualifier period ends, the top 100. So wait, that's different, no? Was it not 80 before?
Yes, you'll see why.
The top 100 squads from the 2 regions will advance to the group stages.
Is it because it's 150 now or what?
No, it
Back
was
then-
150. Wasn't it last year 150?
No,
No,
it was
last year was
120. 120.
Oh, because
and
they went
then
from 100 to 120.
Yeah. They let people qualify.
Okay. Expansion regions return.
W.
Starting July 5th and 6th. So June, Jesus Christ. Okay. The players from APAC, Latin America North, Latin America South will qualify through regional online private match competitions. Okay, so they don't go through any type of,
they go to customs?
they go straight to customs.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
I like that, right?
In Latin America North and Latin America South, 200 trios, which means that they have a cap. Do we
200
have a cap?
No.
We don't have a cap.
I
They
think
have
so,
a cap.
No cap.
Okay.
So the first come, first serve?
I guess so.
Damn.
Latin America North and Latin America South, 200 trios compete in 3 rounds of custom lobby matchups. In APAC, 100 trios will compete in 2 rounds of custom lobby matchups. Okay, when they say rounds,
I think that means like stages. So like there'll be like 100 trios. It'd be like 50 and 50. And then they take the top, 25 from each?
Probably.
And then do another 50.
Yeah. It'll probably be the same as like the format that we have, which is 25 up, 25 get eliminated, 25 advance.
they're saying it's the same as last year. I'm trying to recall how it was last year for them.
Oh,
Where they just played 3, like was it?
It's like a bracket with 3 rounds.
Yeah,
So
3.
you
So,
start with that and then narrow it down and then narrow it down and then you get to finals.
wait, last year it was like that, right? Where they played 3 rounds, 3 different games. Whoever came on top overall qualified. Wasn't it not like that?
I mean, they got to explain it somewhere, right?
Yeah, like a
You know
little
what? Let's
diagram.
keep going.
Yeah.
So scroll down. Let's go down. register your team. Good. You can already register now. Holy shit.
Yep.
It's already full.
These Latin American teams need to do this now.
Yeah,
like now.
Damn.
The group play gauntlet begins. After advancing from the in-game open, the 100 qualified trios from North America and EMEA will face off in group play. Teams will be assigned into 4 different groups, I'm assuming of 25. Okay, that makes sense. And over 2 weeks, each group will compete against every other group in a 5-drop matchup. Performance will be based on total points accumulated during the 15 group play drops. The top 50 teams from group play will advance to the upper bracket, while the bottom 50 teams. Okay, so this is like the same that we've seen from last year, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So,
are they gonna have like the same thing last chance calls or no?
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, hold on, Rampage. Hold on. Let's go little by little. So we got then from there, chat. They're going to have upper and lower bracket progression. The top 25 teams will advance to the qualifier finals, while the remaining teams drop into round 2 of the lower bracket. We saw that losers round 1 pretty much. Losers bracket round 1. The top 25 teams will move on to round 2 of the lower bracket, while the bottom 25 will be eliminated completely.
That's the run.
Then the bottom 25 from the upper bracket will play against the winning 25 from the lower bracket round 1. That will then go on to qualify for the finals. Then 26th through 40th will go on to LCQ. Oh my God.
Last chance qualifier,
I'm
baby.
so fucking up,
back.
bro. Hey.
I love it.
So last chance qualifiers will then finals will play out, chat. Do they have dates?
Maybe in the graphic.
Okay. Sorry, we can go back up. So finals will be played, and then after finals are played, chat, the bottom, what is that? The bottom,
You said 75?
I think it's like, I don't know what it is, but the bottom teams from finals will go down to LCQ.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll probably
I
be
think it's
like
25.
16 through 50th. We'll go to LCQ because top 15 qualify
Top 15?
from finals. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Damn.
All right, scroll down. Regional finals and last chance qualifier. The regional finals will determine the top 15 teams per region that secure their spot in the global final. The remaining 35 teams will compete in the last chance qualifier. Okay, that's what I was saying, chat. That from losers bracket round 2, the bottom 26th through 40th will be automatically get sent to LCQ, while the top will play in finals, and then from there, the bottom 35 in finals will be sent to LCQ. I'm sure we'll have a graphic out that explains this a little bit easier. The remaining 35 teams will compete in the last chance qualifiers for their final opportunity to reach the World Series of Warzone global finals. In the LCQ, oh my gosh, please tell me it's back. In the LCQ, 5 teams will advance after playing 5 maps. No, 5.
Traditional scoring.
5 games.
So they gotta play consistent. No. Yep.
That's very cutthroat, especially for LCQ.
But I mean, LCQ, same thing, bro. Like, if you're in LCQ,
You think it's because it's like Verdansk now is like what 28 minutes a game?
True.
it's longer than Energy Sun. Like, it's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure,
it's like
100%.
6 minutes a game or something.
Again, I'm going to continue to say this, man. When it comes to like World Series of Warzone, we only got one of these a year.
So it
Like-
should be long,
Like, bro,
especially now.
what's one more game?
Yeah, especially with the crowdfunding now that we got.
What's one more game? You know? So the top 5 teams will advance after 5 games. For the 6th and last global final spot, there'll be a wild card map where all that matters is who's left standing at the end. That is fire.
Yep.
I love this chat. Pretty much solo YOLO, but trio YOLO.
Yeah.
So all
Solo
that
YOLO
matters,
trio. Yes.
all that matters is you winning. JD, click that, and then can you do F11, please, to go full screen so we can see it a little
Something
bit
from
better.
last year too, from the wild card, was Nicole and them got the
Yeah.
they won the trio YOLO or the wild card game, and then
Yep.
he went on to win the solo YOLO.
He did.
That was
Right.
crazy,
And then
bro.
they also placed like 11th or something.
He did
That's
good.
insane.
That
Yeah, we
was
did, like,
insane,
yeah.
bro, from Nicole, man.
So,
Nicole's cool.
guys, this is the way it's going to work. Everybody's going to start on the far left.
me see.
Nobody gets a pass. Everybody has to go through the same qualifying requirements. You have 3 days to compete in the in-game open. As of right now, you guys, when is EWC calls? Oh my God.
EWC
what is
calls
this?
on the 31st.
31st.
So I
Yeah.
believe next Saturday, right?
Oh my! Already?
I think pretty sure it's 30.
Sunday, no?
I think
Next
it's the third.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Saturday night, right?
I'm
Friday
pretty sure-
night.
I'm pretty sure it's
Friday night.
Saturday.
Friday night and then Saturday night for NA.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So, chat, starting next week. Oh my gosh.
How long is that going to go for?
So EWC calls will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday of next week. From there, as soon as that's done, then we have, I'm pretty sure, then we have, oh my God, we have another 2, I think it's like the 3rd and 4th is like group stages, then like 5th and 6th is like semis, and then finals is like 7. So we have a whole week of that. Then, what is this, the 20th?
Yeah.
We have a week of scrimming for, a week and a half of scrimming for this.
Yeah.
And then immediately after, groups, we have quals.
Damn.
We have an insane amount of fucking COD.
What a transition, bro.
So how much time do they have between EWC and World Series of Warzone?
When it's done,
Yeah.
a week and a half.
Oh shit.
A week and a half. A week
Best
and
of
a
the
half,
best
bro.
teams, man.
Yup.
Who's the best small map and big map? Woo!
Well, that's another question. Like, do you guys think trios are gonna? I mean, I feel like for the most part, trios will be the same. But do you guys think some teams switch up their teams?
Oh,
based
for
on-
sure.
Yeah,
100%.
Because obviously, Bread's not playing EWC.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, what duo is he running with and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Teams will 1,000% chat switch up. There will be teams that are like, I got told, yo, we made our team specifically for Resurgence.
Right.
Like, there are going to be players and teams that completely change.
Yeah. There's definitely like, I got told that like, they're like, bro, as soon as this is over, like, that fool getting dropped. I'm like, damn.
Well, it's good too because EWC calls are before the open.
Yeah.
So like, if teams don't qualify for EWC or if they just do shit, then they're definitely gonna make a change for the big map as well.
Oh, for sure.
Oh
And then-
my God.
And then like the thing with the World Series of Warzone, bro, like after you can still pick up somebody, no? Like even if your team calls, didn't we have that like happen last year?
Wait.
Where like last year World Series of Warzone, like somebody called and they picked up somebody from LCQ.
Look,
Like,
I
that
don't know
didn't
what
call?
the rules are going to be for that because
Oh.
I think you're right. Something happened, but
Something happened, bro. It was crazy.
I actually don't know, and I wouldn't be surprised. I don't remember what it was, what the exact rules are for that.
I just feel like nobody's safe, man. Nobody's safe.
Hey, man. Yeah, I mean, we've clearly seen in the last 2 weeks, nobody's fucking safe.
Nobody's safe.
It's crazy, bro.
Oh, man, bro. All right, guys. So for those of y'all that want a little bit more of a breakdown of how it's all going to work out. So in-game open what is this? June 20th
Yep.
to the 22nd. That's anybody can compete. Anybody in this chat right now, you can compete. Find your trio and sign up, right? Then from there, there's going to be 3 days, 6 hours each day, so 18 hours total, to get the best 10 games possible in a public game mode. From there, they're going to grab the top 100 players from there, right? They're going to split them up into 3 or 4 groups of 25. They're going to each play each other, I think, once. Then from there, the top 50 groups go on to the upper bracket. The bottom 50, not groups, sorry, the top 50 teams move on to the upper bracket. The bottom 50 go down to losers round 1. Those losers round 1 will play. The top 25 will move on to losers round 2. The bottom 25 eliminated completely. Their hopes of going wherever World Series is over, right?
Done.
Upper bracket will then play, or maybe I have them confused, but upper bracket will play the top 50 from the group stages. Bottom 25 go down to losers round 2. The top 25 from upper bracket automatically qualify for the regional finals. Right? Then losers round 2 will be played. The top 25 from losers round 2 move on to the regional finals. The bottom 26 through 40th move on to last chance qualifier.
Damn.
After that, regional fight. Dude, we have so much COD to watch.
I know.
Yep.
Regional finals, top 15 automatically punch their ticket to LAN. Regional finals. Then bottom 35 of the last regional finals go down to last chance qualifier. From there, the top 5 teams punch their ticket to LAN, and then we have one trio YOLO team for the wild card battling it out.
Damn. That's my favorite day.
We have then look at the expansion regions. There is a change here.
EPAC, Latam.
There is a change here, chat. We have 1 APAC, which is normal. Latin America South is now 3 instead of 2.
Yeah.
Latin America North is now 4 instead of 3.
Yep.
Okay.
And those are the teams that move on to the global finals, chat. Okay, so now doing the math, we have a total of 21 North America, 21 EU,
Yep.
1 APAC, 3 Latin America South, 4 Latin America North.
Yep.
Yep. Sounds about right. Wow. 21 for EU.
I mean, honestly, just
What's y'all's thoughts? What's y'all's thoughts
I mean-
on the way it's distributed?
it's my thoughts already just off rip, bro. We got Verdansk, bro.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Stick to the
All
topic.
right. I think
One by one. Ebatez, go ahead.
I think it's fine because this year we have 50 trios, and I think if they're gonna take spots away from EU, they should have given them more to like LATAM, North and South. But I honestly think it's kind of fine because it's 50 teams, and I feel like if you're not in the 21 best in like your region, you probably shouldn't be at LAN anyways.
True.
So, like, I'm not gonna be upset if like NA has 21 teams there. I feel like there shouldn't be a team left out that shouldn't have already made it, in my opinion. Like, I feel like it's fun, but I think if EU is gonna lose spots, I think LATAM, North, South could have gotten a little bit more spots, but it is what it is.
I disagree with that. I think I don't mind LATAM South, LATAM North getting more.
Yeah.
But again, you have all the data. We have the statistics.
Yeah.
We know EU statistically plays. And guys, I want to be quite sincere here and honest. This is not about EU versus NA.
No.
What I want to see is the best fucking teams on LAN.
100%.
I don't care if you're from NA, APAC, Latin America North, EU. I don't care. I think the best teams should be on LAN.
Yep.
And it
100%.
just so happens that right now, and again, it's not even me being biased. It's just that we have the stats show
Yeah.
North America does perform better than EU. And that's on LAN, that's online, that's everything. Regardless, whatever.
Yeah.
What they should do is do it by percentages. I know Apex does this. Even, bro, I'm not even trolling. Even if it was like 22 and 20, like at least, like I do think NA deserves more spots in EU. And I've talked to a lot of these EU guys. They agree. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of them do. They're like, yeah, we get it. Like, right? Again, now, if in the same hand, if in 5 years from now, EU starts fucking dominating and
100%.
EU starts take away spots from North America. If EU starts to become insane and they are performing at the highest caliber and there's insane teams, take fucking spots from NA. Who cares?
Yeah.
In my
I agree
opinion,
with that.
it should always be the best teams going to LAN, regardless of region, etc. I know there's only so much ways to kind of, like go about it, but
I did send Pullze Check, or I DM'd JD the Pullze Check account, the data from last year, like with the
okay.
EU versus NA whole conversation.
Yeah.
So, but no, I do agree. I mean, I think for me, I'm like, okay, at least it's 50 teams this year, so it's a little bit more like it's not like so scarce. Like whereas like EWC is like 7 NA and 7 EU, and that's where I'm like,
that one's tough.
that
Yeah, I
one
agree
is
with
like
that.
it's like, yo, like, all right, we got to be really picky about where the spots go. So for this one, I'm like, it is what it is. Like, it's not the end of the world. If you're not in the top 21 of your region, it's like you probably shouldn't be there anyways.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I see it. I'm like, okay, at least it's 21 and 21 instead of freaking 7
I
and
could
7.
see that. I could see that argument. Like, yeah, obviously for EWC, 7 and 7 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like 7 and 7 is insane. Like, bro, transparently, that's absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
But-
EWC is different, but I think like for this one, I agree with Ebatez. I think it's a little bit more fair, just because I'm gonna be honest. Like for NA, there is top teams, but there's like pretty mid teams for NA too.
Yeah.
And I feel like all the top teams are gonna guarantee a qual.
Right.
Right.
Same goes with EU. EU might not have the best teams. They might have like very average teams or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty even. To say 21-21 should
Yeah.
be pretty good.
Okay.
Those mid-tier teams are pretty like kind of,
Mid-tier.
yeah, they're kind of balanced up like a little bit. Like last year we had, I think it was Rated's team and then obviously Almonds in them who like missed out, and there was like 17 last year. So this year being at 21, it's like, okay, those couple teams get in and then maybe a couple extras, and it's like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at like the whole 50-50 just because there's like so many more spots where it's like a lot more
true.
forgiving.
I can see that.
So
Thoughts, Rampage?
Yeah. I mean, my just
Don't be scared to hurt anybody's feelings. Be honest.
I'm not.
All right.
But how's it called? I think I might just. This is what I think. I feel like EU has some good teams, has good teams, but at the same time, like after that, they kind of like fall off.
Yeah.
And obviously, like NA also has their mid teams, but I still think they're better than the lower side of
Right.
EU. So at least I would say like maybe more spots towards like LATAM. You know, maybe
Okay.
like just a few more spots to them. But majority, I would say like NA should have like definitely more spots since it's more, I would say, dominated. But like the same way, like you said, like if EU was doing like the best, then without a doubt, like EU should have like those spots. But
So okay, here's my question then. Let's talk about Latin America, right? Chat. So this is regional breakdown for World Series of Warzone Global Finals last year. There was North America made 792,000, or 792.5, whatever, 792,000. Chat. Then EMEA made 127,000. LATAM North made $30,000. LATAM South made zero. APAC made zero. Chat. So this was the prize breakdown of last year's World Series of Warzone Global Finals, and who made more money there.
And even on the chart too, I know the chat can probably barely see it, but average placement for NA was, it looks like 16.4. Yeah, here you go. And then EMEA was 22.3, and they had the same amount of spots. So obviously NA was like a lot more consistent in where they placed as well.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so then if that's okay,
that's crazy.
If that's the case, right? Do you guys think that LATAM North / LATAM South have enough talent to have more spots? Because technically, yes, they did get more spots, 4 and 3.
Yeah, this time, yeah.
Is there enough talent there to where you can say, hey, let's grab 1 or 2 from EU and put it to LATAM North or LATAM South?
I mean, I don't know. The way is like for EU, the only reason majority of the time they struggle is just because like it just comes down to like language barrier. Like you have a lot of talented people, but like they don't, they're French or they're German, and like they just can't, But at the same time, I mean, LATAM, I might be fade off the pack, but like is speaking most of like Spanish and stuff, like like a lot of talent. At the same time, I mean, I feel like regardless, they will come out on top on their side of the LATAM. But when it comes to like LAN, I feel like there is like some teams that could just do a surprise. I that's what I feel like, just because like you got that extra spot. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You're spitting facts.
I would say there's probably about 5 to 6 very strong LATAM North teams. Like so, I think it's definitely a fair argument to be like, like they deserve a couple of the EU spots, because I think those like 5, 6 LATAM North teams are probably better than the 2021 spots in
very true
in EMEA. It's kind of how I see it.
Yeah.
Or maybe like do a 2020 and then give 2 spots for LATAM South and LATAM North or APAC.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect y'all to say that.
What?
Like to take any spots from NA.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like
take spots from NA.
Like I'm gonna be honest, like if I look at it at NA side, the dominated teams is probably like maybe 6 to 7 teams.
Yeah, but I still think like NA is more dominant just because like everybody speaks English.
No, for sure. Like the way I'm thinking about it is like 15 teams for sure are way better than not majority, but most of the mid teams from EU.
I see what you're saying. You're saying that like the best teams will always like
they're gonna
with
qualify.
21 spots. There's enough for the best NA teams to get through. Right. I see what you're saying. Okay.
There's a lot more forgiving this year, which is great.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not like upset with how they divided the spots at all. If they were going to do it, in my opinion, it's like, okay, take away a couple away from like EMEA, make it like 19 for them, and then give those 2 to like LATAM North. That's like the only way you could make an argument. But I see both. They also have 4 spots. I feel like that's plenty.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
I actually do think that's fair. Okay. All right, chat. Oh, and then for those of y'all that wanted to see it, chat, this is the top 10 from on LAN. And the teams, I believe there was 1, 2, right? I'm not high, right? 2?
Yeah,
2 EU, 1 Latin America, and the rest are NA. 1, 2.
Yep.
Yeah. So 7 NA, 2 EU, 1 LATAM North. That was the price breakdown for last year's World Series.
Okay. The top 10. Nice.
Okay. All right. So let's keep going down the list. If there's more, I think there was more on that website, no?
Yeah, there's definitely more.
Okay. Let me peep, bro.
I don't think they said where it's gonna be, but like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think the destination?
Wait, so is
will
this
be
it?
eventually?
Is this all we have?
I think that might have been
I
it.
think so. That might have been it actually.
There's no like dates for anything other than open.
It's right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it says, welcome to the World Series of Warzone 2025. The biggest Call of Duty Warzone competition is finally here. Wait, we read this already, right? Okay, here. So open qualifiers. 4 rounds, in-game open group stages. Okay, where do we have? Right here, boom. It says from June 20th through 22nd. We see that. Place we available, in-game open. Okay, top 100. Okay, cool. Now this right here. 100 qualified trios, each region battled out. Group stages, each trio will be placed in one of 4 groups, A, B, and C. Where does it tell us anywhere? at the very end here, the group stage qualifiers will take place on July 8th through the 11th.
Damn.
July 8th to the 11th. We need to like put this on a, what's that thing called?
Calendar?
On a calendar.
Tweet out right now, and then I'll put it on the calendar.
Yeah, I want to put it on a calendar to see like the
Yes,
dates
yeah, yeah.
and see how crazy shit's about to get. June 8th through the 11th and June 15th to the 16th. So that is 2 separate weeks, chat. 8th through the 11th, 15th through the 16th. That's going to be 2 separate weeks that we have teams battling it out. Okay? Just strictly group stages. Then it'll go on to the upper and lower bracket. This will take place on July 17th and 18th. So that's the same week. And July 22nd. Jesus. And July 23rd. Okay.
Dude, July is packed.
July is insane. Okay. Yeah,
then-
we're gonna get a calendar out for you guys, chat.
And then like 2 weeks after that is EWC LAN.
Yep.
Damn.
Wait, go down. We're not even done yet. This is upper and lower bracket, then qualifier finals.
Oh.
In both regions.
Wait, that's not good. That's not good because a lot of teams for EWC will be boot camping in Europe for EWC the week of.
Shit.
And if it's like literally the week before, like they gotta.
Oh, GG's to that boot camp, twin.
Yeah.
yeah,
Chat.
they might need to chalk that.
Wait, what?
That's not
July.
good.
Oh my God. Okay, chat. The 29th and 30th, right, would be finals. That's where you find out who's going to land, right? 29th and 30th. Then people will probably, if it's the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, people will more than likely fly out Saturday. So they would have 1, 2, 3 to 4 days till they have to fly. Literally, play finals. 3 to 4 days later, we do scrims every single day.
That's not
Well,
good.
I'll probably do like no troll, 10 hours of scrims every day. And then EWC.
Well, a lot of teams are. I'm telling you, a lot of teams are flying like in their contract. They have like destinations already in Europe to do like EWC boot camp. So a lot of teams will probably fly out either like the next day or whatever to go to Europe to like boot camp.
Jesus.
Like, cause I know Fnatic last year, they went to, I think, London or Madrid for like a week before EWC so that they could like be on the time zone and like kind of prepare and like do stuff in person. I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to see, but
Bro, we should make a schedule where like we tell everybody, yo, y'all want to fly out? Everybody want to fly out the first. So I do scrims for everybody for the next 3 days in Saudi. Imagine on land.
Damn.
that would be crazy.
That would be sick if we did like land scrims.
Yeah.
That would be
That's
insane.
insane.
Yeah. Well,
There'll be-
scrims are gonna have to probably be hosted in Europe at least,
Bro,
Damn.
like a London host or.
I'm a visual guy. So it's going down. It's like there's some insane damage right now.
What do you mean?
Dude, wait. No, that's watch party Rampage. We need podcast Rampage right now.
it's because the dates. Because like you guys are saying the dates. So literally, there's a 4-day window.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Yes.
qualifier finals and then EWC literally the next week.
Yo,
LAN.
hey, we need podcast Rampage right now.
All right, let's lock it in.
All right. So, okay. We have EWC then, the 6th through the 9th. We fly back the 11th. When is last chance qualifiers?
It's got to be after.
August.
Yeah, August 13th. Bro.
Oh. What?
Oh my God.
What?
So you get back from EWC. You're going to be jet lagged as fuck and then play LCQ.
Oh my God.
Well, I guess the teams that are at EWC are hopefully already qualified.
Hopefully.
For,
Yeah.
for finals, but let's say like a team doesn't make it in the finals and then they go to EWC and then they get back, they have to play LCQ. Bro, that's
Damn.
insane.
Chat. EWC is August 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. More than likely, you would fly out the 10th and you would get back home the 11th.
Oh my.
To be honest with
Or
you,
the 11th, get back home the 12th. But no, you have to. For EMEA, GG, good for you guys because it's a shorter flight. I mean, a day to recover.
I feel like this is probably the best they could have done because I feel like a lot of the stuff overlaps and they also can't host stuff on the same day as CDL. And like, I feel like this is probably the best they could have done, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna be
Oh
honest.
my God.
I think for this chat, if you make it to EWCE,
Yeah.
but some way, somehow, you qualify for EWC, you get one of the 7 spots, but then you some way get into LCQ,
Oh my
Bro.
God.
you're fucking stressed.
You're stressing, bro, for sure. That's going to be 3 months of just pure headache.
Oh my God.
Because you gotta work for big map and little map at the same time, like while like preparing for $1 million LAN, and then also trying to figure out how to qualify for another $1 million LAN. Like on
Yeah, Fnatic. That was Fnatic last year, chat.
yeah, that's insane. That is so stressful.
And like you guys
Oh.
said,
Go ahead.
like you guys said, like everybody has teams for EWC, but not teams for like big map. You know, like definitely.
Yeah, this is wicked.
It's gonna be a sick transition.
Okay. Scroll back down.
Holy shit.
World Series of Warzone, APAC, Latam North, and South. Players form eligible countries, APAC, Latin America North, Latin America South regions will be able to qualify. That's easy. Expansion region. The expansion region tournaments will take place on July 5th through the 6th, with the expansion region's finals taking place July 12th through the 13th.
Damn.
Okay, we got a lot of dates here, chat. A lot of dates, bro.
Low 24 hours.
We gotta write those down.
Wait, global finals. At the World Series of Warzone Global Finals, the best trios in the world will be crowned at a total of $1 million pricing on the line. More details. No, they don't tell us when. Ensure fully caught Esports Day of the Day. Qualified trios will be provided travel and accommodations to the World Series of Warzone Global Finals.
Get your things paid out.
I didn't expect like a date or like a place, like a location, but it better be before qualifiers like happen. Cause like remember last year, like people qualified and they're like, we don't even know where we're going. So,
Oh,
like,
definitely, bro.
There
Oh,
yeah,
better
so-
be a place and date before like the final qualifiers. Because if there's not, you're like, oh, you qualified. Where are we going? Like,
Yeah.
it was so anticlimactic last year. So I hope
Yeah,
that
they're trying to
it
get their
has to be before.
families. You're right. You're
Shit.
right.
Okay.
Damn.
I mean, boys.
Was good.
There is a lot of shit here. Oh, look at this.
Look, the venue's already.
The World Series of Warzone.
That's
It has been
tough.
months of just competition building. What team is the best in the world?
Oh, that's fine.
That's cool. That's cool.
Come on, man.
That looks fire.
Man. Yo, hey, chat. I'm telling you, man.
Best of the best.
We have once we get this calendar down, chat. We're gonna tweet it out.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. You know, what are we thinking about World Series in general? Right. Like we know it's on Verdansk. We saw the point structure. It seems like it's the same.
Yeah.
JD, bring back up the big graphic that shows how. You know.
I will say after a while, like this third year, I do know what I'm looking at now.
Yeah.
Like first time.
Oh,
I was
you're
like,
talking about the picture?
The graphic? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now we know like how it goes. It seems a little bit more slimmer, more easier.
Let me yeah, this one. So at the bottom, guys, it's still 1 point per kill. First is a 2x, second through fifth, 1.8, 6th through 10th, 1.6, 11th through 20th, 1.4,
Same multis.
21st through 35th, 1.2, and 36th to 50th, 1 point. So still exact same thing. The thing that's not here, we have nothing about global finals and match point and what match
True.
point threshold will be.
Very true.
Yeah, we don't know
Yeah.
what the actual thing is gonna be.
I'm assuming it'll be similar. I mean, 150 probably. Like I feel like the gameplay's slower, but there's more players now, so it's kind of like a trade-off, you know?
True,
Yeah.
true.
Because we've been. I mean, match point at 120. We've been hitting match point at probably around what 6-7 games, and then people finish around like 8 or 9 or 10. I don't know.
It's
hard
like,
to- it's hard to
like 5
close.
or 6 is when normally match point hits, but
Right.
that actual tournament finishes at like game 8, 9, 10.
Right. It might be
Okay.
120 then
It could be 120.
for LAN. A lot slower
150
pace.
LAN? Imagine.
Yeah,
Dude, just
That-
to like, yo,
Bro.
150 LAN would be lit.
I don't think
guys-
they'd ever do that because
Yeah.
It might take too long.
Time just
Unless we
venue
have
time.
like
The
you know
day
how they
before?
did day 1, day 2, and they had like the
True,
points,
true,
like
true,
kind
true.
of. I mean, I don't
You
know.
guys like that?
What?
Like about like the day one, you get the points.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
I
to play
did.
for something.
Yeah, me too, me too.
As long as it's something.
I'd have to
Play
think
for.
about how they could do it better, but I don't think it was bad.
I think last year what we were talking about that we didn't like is the point distribution. The way that you only got
yeah.
this amount of points
Right.
if you placed first, second, third, fourth. Like it wasn't that crazy. Like
Right.
it almost felt like the first day didn't matter as much. Like yeah, it was like I think what was it, like 20 points.
Right.
Like it was like yeah that matters right, but like the people that are actually fighting for the top,
Yeah.
they're all within 2 to 3 points of each other.
Yeah,
That is true. That is
It was
true.
the teams that were actually in contention.
It was cool last year too to see like there was teams that did bad on day 1 and did really good on day 2. Like I think Flank's team and Blast and Gabe were like an example of that. They didn't do well day 1, they did really well day 2, and then I think even last year with like the Australians, they did really good day 1 and they did really bad day 2. So I like that like consistency as
Yeah.
well. Like it's
You're right,
you got to be
you're right.
you got to be good both
Hot on
days.
both.
Yeah, I know
Right.
Aiden's team did really well day 1, day 2. Obviously Falcons did well day 1, day 2, and like that's where you saw them at the top.
That makes
Same
sense.
same goes with NQ and them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
bro.
they did really good day 1 and not too well day 2.
Yeah, day two.
Yeah.
That was a hard one, man. That was a hard one.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I mean, chat. Look, does anybody have any questions of this? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, it might be a little bit confusing if you haven't seen this yet, chat. We've this is already, what, the third year doing this? Or is this the second year?
Third?
This might be the second.
This is our third LAN for World Series of Warzone.
Third LAN, but
we had
isn't
London,
this our
Vegas,
second format of
and
like
now
this?
Okay. All right, let's go now to, I think is that everything, JD? Doc, I love you, man. I love you, bro. Thank you, Baba.
Damn, 3 years, huh?
Over the official rulebook to see if there's anything on like roster lock.
Okay.
As of right now.
Aqua, you cannot compete if you're 17 years old.
Yep.
You cannot.
You have to be 18 by the start of the event.
Yep.
And I think the one exception there is LCQ. If you get picked up, like that's like a fresh, like basically,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure. That's how it's been in the past. Where if you turn 18 in the middle of the tournament, you can get picked up for LCQ. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Damn. That's a big chance. Big, you know what I'm saying?
I know NKO did that for London. He didn't end up qualifying for London, but he just turned 18 like the week before, and then he played LCQ.
You're right. Okay. Yeah, no, what's it called? Still has to qualify. Falcons, at least.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Right?
I'd be down though for them just getting invited. Like I know it's like they're gonna qualify regardless, but I think it's cool like to invite the former champion. But I guess the hard thing for Warzone is that we don't have orgs and like teams change. So like who gets that invite, right? Let's say like Diaz retired, like would Soka and Shifty get that invite from last year? Like
True.
You know, like how does that work? So I guess
I
think
that kind of makes sense.
Cisco said in the rules for LCQ NA, it's August 19th and EMEA August 20th. But what we just saw, it says August 12th and 13th.
Oh, okay.
So one of them is wrong, one of them is right.
Official rules say no sponsor names in your Activision name. Does that mean like Falcons? You can't have Falcons in your name.
You can't have no orgs? What?
I doubt it. There's no way.
Maybe
I think
they meant like
they're probably talking about like Liquid Alienware is like
like Alienware.
Yeah, right.
Or
right.
like Red Bull,
Nike?
or like Nike.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
like that.
Like actual
Okay,
brandings?
so chat, as soon as we can get some type of graphic for you guys, by the time this goes out on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, it'll probably be out already. We'll get you guys that. Now, let's go kind of switch gears to EWC.
Okay.
Right? EWC, we have a lot of, what's this? The 15, what is this? What's this, JD?
Pretty similar.
This format they've confirmed for finals.
Oh, format.
Oh, awesome.
The World Series of Warzone Global Finals will be organizing a custom lobby hosted by the administration. All 50 invited squads will compete across multiple maps to accrue World Series points for each Call of Duty Warzone match point threshold. Prior to the World Series of Warzone Global Finals, the administration will announce the number of World Series points required to reach the Call of Duty match point threshold. When a squad has accrued I think that's a prerequisite. I think that's supposed to say number of World Series Warzone points to reach the Call of Duty Warzone match point threshold. The squad is declared match point eligible for the remainder of the World Series Warzone Global Finals, subject to the following. And it's the same thing, right? Is there anything else? No, they said no details about what the match point number is. Correct?
No, not yet. Not that I'm scanning right now.
They have not.
Okay.
All right.
I wonder if they can make some changes to the rule set. Not this. I'm talking more so the rule set for the teams qualifying for or ranked rule set, because we know that they're going to use that, and things like tracker somehow made their way back into it.
Right.
Shit. You know?
Yeah, I would imagine ranked is going to get some changes because it's pretty cheese right now. Dude, the RPGs, like I don't know if you guys have played ranked at all.
Nah.
RPGs are crazy. Like Slack, I've been playing with Slack and Apathy a lot, and dude, they run double RPG and it's hilarious. Like everyone, they're just throwing out RPGs all the time.
Blowing up the cars?
Yeah, dude, it's so uncompetitive. So hopefully they make some changes to the ranked rule set.
Damn.
Yeah, they got a lot of rules here, Twin.
Yup.
Remember, guys, you signed the code of conduct, no cheating.
And game integrity.
We have a lot of integrity.
Okay, gambling, Rampage, your
What
chalk.
the hell?
Aw.
No.
Alcohol usage, you're cooked.
What's going on here?
Software and hardware.
No bugs or exploits, fellas. Rampage.
What do you mean? Oh, hand. Sick hat. Confidentiality.
Okay.
I should stop reading.
Any kind of
Confidentiality.
at World Series
Speeds.
Warzone. That's
At their live event, so like online.
prize awards. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, we
prizing.
got the prizing. We got the prizing.
Oh.
Okay,
Wait, is this last year's?
A little different. I believe last year was like 160 per second. Now it's 150. So I guess that's not like a huge change, but third's the same. It looks
Wait,
pretty.
so last year was 160?
Last year for second was 160 because I know Dongi and them got 53,000 each or something. So
They adjusted it to pay out to top 25 instead of top 20.
oh, okay, I see. But the top seems the same, so I'm sure like the middle of the pack gets a little like skewed.
So if you win 100K,
Yep.
you get second 50K each, third 33K, fourth 23, fifth 20th. Okay.
Wait.
Maybe I'm faded for this. I feel like top 10 should get paid.
Wait, no, that's a little faded. What about
Top 15?
Because like I don't know how I think about it is like if you're in the top 25 of like the entire world, you should get a little bit of something.
25 is like
I feel like,
hot though.
I feel like
But
15, bro. 15.
What about a solo YOLO? Is there no solo YOLO mentioned?
Ooh, you're right.
Oh.
I don't know if there's solo YOLO mentioned.
I mean, only the squad one, huh? But not like actual individual.
Maybe that's where like the money got pushed to
Players.
25.
players. Yeah, I don't see a solo YOLO.
No.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah, it should be top 15.
I don't mind it.
Solo YOLO's lit.
It's I
I feel like we talk about the solo YOLO winner every day or every year. We
Yeah,
talk, like,
be
we just
cool.
talk
it's
about,
Like,
cool.
memorable. You got Skullface.
I know
cool.
a lot of people do love it. Don't get me wrong. Like I personally could care less about the solo YOLO. Like it's cool.
You know what would be cool? This is kind of like a little.
Tell me.
If that operator that goes towards the World Series of Warzone, like whatever, if
Solo
that
YOLO.
went to the solo YOLO prize pool.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again.
If the operator for World Series of Warzone, like you know how if you
Oh,
if
that'd be sick.
like a percentage of that went to the solo YOLO pot, even if it was like $10,000 or
Yeah.
like whatever, like that would be
That could.
Wait, who won solo YOLO last year?
Nicole.
Cool.
And then the year before was I believe Skull.
Skull.
Did he win twice?
No, and then he won the optic ones, like the
optic one.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like my personal opinion, I don't know if there's actually like if it's actually not happening because
It doesn't say it anywhere.
it doesn't say anywhere. My personal opinion, I love just I could be very niched, but for me, I love watching the best Warzone players possible and the best competition. I personally never really liked solo YOLOs. I think they're cool. It's great, but I didn't like that it was taking money away from
Right.
the actual competition. So for me personally, I don't really care that it's gone.
Yeah.
But I know some people do like it, so I get it.
I'm that somebody. I love
You
Solo
liked it?
Yellow.
I do
Yeah, I
like
Solo
love
Yellow?
solo.
Yeah, Solo Yellow's sick.
Yeah,
Just
I personally don't
high
care for it.
steaks. And I love steaks.
Okay, so now we know pretty much everything so far. At least the only thing that we're missing is location and date of the finals.
Yep.
Right? Now, if last year it was in Vegas,
Yep.
this year, I think they have to do a good job at letting people know ASAP. Like
Yep.
ASAP. If this is going to be again in North America, teams have to know like hella quick. If not, my opinion, London.
Yep. Just do London again.
Yeah.
That's my
London
take.
Was like, from what I hear, not crazy expensive. Like
Visa issues.
Visa issues are handled. I don't know, but if it's going to be in North America, you have to let these players know ASAP.
Yeah.
I personally like London. I
I'm
think
down.
London's
I'm
fire.
down. I'm down to run it back in London. I actually like the crowd was cool. Like the fact that we didn't really have many visa issues. I think we maybe had one. Was amazing. So I'm down for Europe.
Yo, Paris,
I want
Yeah, Europe in
Japan.
general. Anywhere in
Paris?
Europe, I'm down.
Japan. Imagine
Japan?
Japan or Mexico or something.
It is. Wait, Mexico is a good shout.
Like so?
Think about it. Like Mexico is a good shout.
Latam's already there.
That'd be
you know.
so sick.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
Mexico?
That'd be fire.
If they had plans for Mexico, I think they would have given LATAM a little bit more spots.
Whereas
True.
other orgs or not orgs, esports have their finals. We saw Japan has held one, right?
Bro.
But is the Call of Duty?
That Apex event was insane in Japan. They had like
you went to it?
no, I don't know if you saw it. There was like 20. There was so many people in the crowd. I don't even know what the number was there. But it was like a sold out event. It was insane.
Wait, I know for Japan the Apex scene is really big. Is the Call of Duty scene big in Japan?
No.
I think it's not, right?
Just mobile, like COD Mobile is.
True.
In like all of Asia. But I do think that if they're gonna do it anywhere, it'd have to be NA or EU. And honestly, at this point, I prefer EU just because the whole visa issue. Because I think last year was frustrating because we supported all like the expansion regions, and we're like, oh, this is fire. Like even Padrin from like Brazil.
Yeah.
And then he didn't end up going, and it was like
True,
kind of
'cause
frustrating because it's like, dang,
not
we shown
lying.
all this love to these expansion regions that didn't even get to like show out. It was kind of frustrating. So
Yeah.
if we can have like whatever gives us the lowest amount of issues, I'm down.
Yeah, definitely. Then I'll go for London.
Either again, I like London. I
already
thought
been-
London was
it's already
pretty cool.
been done.
That World Series was fire. Like
been
London,
done.
or if they're gonna make it in North America, they just have to tell them ASAP.
I will say the London crowd was kind of funny because NA won like the first like 3 or 4 maps,
They're
and it was
quiet.
so quiet. And then, but when Juki's and then won a map, the crowd went insane. It was insane. So hopefully, you know, NA gets a little bit more love. You know,
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
Like, we're trying to have a good time, right? But it was funny. I respect that they were so loyal.
Yeah. Okay. So now we went over everything for World Series of Warzone. I think I'm glad that we got an announcement a month in advance, better than 1 week.
For sure.
I'm glad that we have crowdfunding now. So I'm going to go definitely peep that and buy that operator. Now, moving forward, right?
Yeah.
EWC. These dates, these teams, JD, there's some things we should talk about. If you have anything for us, there is 7 spots for North America. I mean, JD, can you bring up the graphic? I see it on your thing if you want to bring it up. Okay. So this is EWC quals / how everything's going to work. So we haven't done a podcast on this yet. So perfect timing.
Let's do it.
Now that we're talking about everything, right? So we have $1 million on the line. For those of you that don't know, it's all but confirmed now that EWC is not allowed to have a bigger prize pool than World Series of Warzone because Activision doesn't want any other organizers outshining, right? Like, so $1 million is EWC, all but confirmed when we saw that World Series of Warzone was $1 million as well. So this will be $1 million August 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th in Riyadh, right? There'll be 21 teams competing. That'll be composed of 1, the title defenders, which is Falcons. So Falcons automatically get an invite to EWC. Then we'll have 7 qualifiers from North America, 7 qualifiers from Europe, 2 qualifiers from MIA, 1 qualifier from Asia Pacific, 1 qualifier from LATAM South, and 2 qualifiers from LATAM North.
Damn, that's very
Let's talk about
tight.
that. Let's talk about that. Now, this is where things are a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
When there's this little spots available, I definitely think it should be 8-6.
Yeah.
8 North America, 6 EU, and I feel like the other ones are fine. The other
solid,
spots
yeah.
are fine.
I think
Yeah,
so
yeah.
too. I agree with that one for sure.
It's tough because you get to that spot where it's like, okay, if there's 7 EMEA spots, there's really no like good teams that are really missing out. Like there'll be obviously some good teams that don't qual, but like great teams, right? And then I think we get into the spot where it's like with NA being 7, that like those 8, 9, 10 teams, or like they're the 8th, 9th, or
top
10th
10,
best. Yeah, like it's like, damn, they're gonna miss out. So I guess that's where you could get a little bit more picky with this. I do agree that the 8-6 would have been fine. Especially because Falcons did get like their return invite. Obviously, so that's like another spot. I guess it's not an extra spot that NA's gaining, but it's just another spot that isn't being taken. So yeah, I think 8-6 would have been fire.
Okay.
I definitely agree with that. 8-6.
8-6. I mean, yo,
Extra would have been fire.
EU's biggest Glazer Ghost said
Yeah.
8-6 is fine. So that was,
Okay, no, 100%. Yeah.
So
You agreed with that.
Seeing him say that,
But still, like, even just going back to just the EWC qualifiers, bro, like 2 games?
yeah. Okay, let's
Like,
talk
it's-
about that.
It's crazy.
That's
So,
crazy.
For those of you that don't know, JD, let's bring up the qualifier. Or actually, before we go into the qualifier stuff, let's go over that where you're showing right now, JD. The what the 4 days will consist of. All right, scroll down. So once we get to LAN, days 1 and 2, group stages. 3 groups of 7 teams are all play against each other for 2 days. Right? So
Yeah.
it'd be 21 teams go, and then from there, day 3, it's last chance. So after the first 2 days, if you are a top 7 team, you automatically qualify for finals. Right?
Okay.
Then from there, day 3 is last chance. You have the 14 remaining teams out of the 21 will battle it out in 1 day of last chance tournament.
How many get through there?
The top 7
Oh.
then meet the finals, the final 7 in day 4 for the top 14 teams.
Makes
So
sense.
different format than what we saw last year.
Yep. They're different.
Different format than what we saw. And I actually like this. I don't mind this at all.
Yeah.
I wonder if the top 7 teams are going to do you think they'll get iced by not playing a day?
A lot can happen in a day for sure.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
we've seen it in the past. One day you could be playing like shit. One day you could be playing like God. So I mean, it could possibly
Yeah, at
happen.
that point, if you're on fire, bro, you just stay up 24 hours, right? You just saying, I'm cooking with the fingies today. You just got to tap in. But I mean, I definitely do like it for this year because, like, obviously last year we EWC just picked out from World Series of Warzone, So I mean, it was still pretty cool. Like but it wasn't the most competitive EWC we have seen. I think this is gonna be the most to date, like competitive when it comes down. Like, and on top of that, it's match point.
Look, okay, here is my 2 cents on this, right, chat? We're gonna go over the qualifying stages. JD, if you can get that ready. I would be very happy with the way everything's happening because it's going to be very hard to qualify for EWC. Like, very fucking hard.
Very difficult.
But it should be very hard because there's limited spots and you have to really qualify. Like, you have to really be good.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be hard because you have to pray and hope that you don't lag out.
True.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, if you dev air one of those 2 games, you're probably not going to move on.
So, look. Right now, chat, the way it works is you will have open qualifiers in a week from now. Here, let's look at it. So, right now, we have starts the 31st. So, I believe it's the 29th, 30th, and 31st, depending on what your region is. Every team will play 2 games. You heard that correctly. Hey.
Bro, that's insane. 2 games.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
There is 144, I think, teams or more, or actually it could be like 2 something. Yeah, JD, you know which one I'm talking about, right?
No?
Huh?
There's like a cap to it?
For North America, I think the cap is like something ridiculous.
It was like 400 something.
Yeah. For North America and EU, the cap is like 448, I think.
Yeah.
Right? So what they're going to do is they're going to get 448 teams. Oh, here we go.
W coach, man.
Open qualifiers go back up. It doesn't tell us there, but it's fine. I'll go over it. So open qualifiers will be the 31st and the 1st. So it will probably be the 30th, 31st, and 1st. So those are the 3 days depending on your region. Where are you going, JD? All right, are you trying to find
I
this?
had the spot. Yeah, I had the spots for it. Down.
Okay, go ahead. All right, boom. Right there. So Europe, 448 teams. North America, 448 teams. MENA, 224. LATAM South, 224. LATAM North, 224. APAC, 224.
Damn.
The way they're going to do this, it's not public matches. This is full-on customs.
Yep.
This is full-on customs, chat.
Come on.
It's going to be up to 16 lobbies. And this is why we do scrims. We do blocks of 2.
Yep.
Is they have no bullshit. 2 games. They have 2 games. The seeds, they're going to do their best to like seed the teams accordingly if they went to World Series of Warzone and shit. But if you have 2 chances and you do not make it to the top 7, you are out completely.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know what they're going to do with hackers. I don't know what they're going to do about.
That's a whole different problem right there.
I feel bad for
No
people like
streaming
Ebatez.
needed. Huh?
Ebatez's team has to go through this.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Like, I know Ebatez's going to be stressed as fuck.
Oh, I am. I'm definitely
100%.
stressed. I'm keeping it cool on the outside though.
my humble king.
As the coach, as the coach.
Dude.
So, chat, I hope, I mean, this is what, a week away at this point. Is there any chance that they change this?
I mean, I don't even know, bro, if they even can, Like, it's like 1 week away.
I mean, it honestly just comes down to the groups, like who gets put in what group,
Honestly, it's just crazy.
You don't
Like,
even-
this format is so lazy. Like, I genuinely think that they just were just like, all right, what's the quickest way we can get through this for like opens, just to like narrow it down. But they didn't actually account that like that only doing 2 games, there's a huge risk there of good teams that should have been in qualifiers for like stage 1 or stage 2 aren't going to make it through because they either dev-aired 1 game or like they're just trying to make it where it's like, all right, let's just get through the opens as quick as possible. But like doing it like this, you're filtering out some really good teams that won't make it, that really do deserve a chance to qualify. Like, there's just things out of our control. Hackers, dev errors, like you got RPG'd 1 game and got wiped. Like, one bad game and you're out is like completely, it's just unacceptable. But it just feels like a very lazy open qualifier.
Like, bro, imagine, God forbid, what happens to every team. You land and you die off rip.
Right.
God forbid. And then the next game, one of your players dev errors.
You're stuck with two teammates.
That's it.
That's your 2 games.
You
It's over.
get a
GG's.
pop.
And you're out.
You get a pop.
Like, here's the thing, chat. Like, if this was a best of 6, even a best of 4, I could say,
Best.
the likelihood that 100 Thieves, even Fnatic in EU,
Soul.
Twisted
SAUL,
Mind.
Twisted Minds. The likelihood that they don't qual, I feel like is low.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, there's no way they don't qual.
Right.
There's no
Yeah.
way.
With four
They should.
games.
They
At
should.
least 4.
At least 4.
Right? But if this is gonna be 2 to an end,
Yeah, and that's we've been running some scrims, and we got like
I mean, yeah,
for
we
NA we got like 4 for 4. You know, we got the top 4 obviously getting 4 for 4, which is looking good. Yeah, you know, in the beginning, yeah, the EU, nobody went 4 for 4. Then after they started like adapting,
yeah.
and you got some.
I mean, yeah, every team has bad maps. So like
100%,
you just never know.
Some unfortunate timing.
Scan and repair. Oh my.
I mean,
Yeah.
it happened in Atlanta as well.
That's
I
what I'm saying.
also don't think the rejoin feature like works
Does it?
in customs. In customs, it doesn't work. I'm pretty sure.
I felt like you did before. Wait, I'm not
It
spitting
definitely
it
did
out.
before. No way it didn't.
So that's a whole nother thing. Like if the
Yeah.
rejoin feature is not working in customs, like
I mean, look. Speaking of, somebody just brought this up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things wrong with this, guys. We saw
Yeah.
that there will be ranked resurgence coming back. But that won't be till midseason. So if the update's next week, we won't get actual not EWC, ranked playlist
Right.
till
Mid-season now?
what day would that even be? It'd be probably right in time for EWC.
Finals?
Yeah.
And also,
yeah.
But what that
Damn.
means is anybody trying to compete and try to qualify for EWC, guess what?
oh my god,
There's no bans.
No
There's
bans.
no bans.
You're playing,
bro.
you're playing with
charges.
shock charges, impact nades, fucking specialist bonus,
snipers,
Oh my
snipers.
God. Yeah.
Um,
Damn, man.
Dude, I got RPG'd by Scum. I filled in for a Scum the other
RPGs.
day, and Scum and RPG'd me, bro.
No, that's what the Gooey was doing, right? He was sniping and then confirming people with an RPG. Remember that, Gooey?
Yeah, with FLS, yeah.
He was checked. It was bubble, bro.
he was pissed. He was pissed.
He had a
Bubba was like,
sniper with the RPG. And sitting in the boat,
Sniped-
just sniping people and sending the RPG.
Insane.
he sniped them, sniped Bubble across the map, and then like literally across the map too. Then RPG'd him from across the map to get the full kill.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
bro. But
Yeah.
I know we're like all giggly right now, but like, what happens when a team that an org picked up doesn't qual?
They're shocked. They lose
Like,
their contract.
they're
They
cooked.
lose their money.
But
Yeah.
still,
And they don't qual.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that 2 games, bro.
Yeah, there's like that's what I'm saying. There's a lot on the line for like such a like unforgiving, like lazy qualifier.
Like, bro,
Damn.
I think it'll get to the point once, like after like maybe 2 to 3 stages where we'll see people qual. But bro, if you have a team that's a signed org, that I don't think it's gonna happen. But if you have a signed org that does not qualify the very first group stage,
I think the team drops and then they pick up somebody who actually does qual, right? Because
Can't.
even
You
though you
can't.
can't
do that.
Yeah.
But like you said, you're not gonna get the points, but you can still represent, no?
Well,
the
like,
org.
I think that's a different. That's a good question.
I think they could represent, but the whole reason like EWC orgs want to be in the event is for EWC
Oh,
Club
for the
Championship
points.
For the
points.
Yeah, so I don't
makes
think
sense.
orgs wouldn't waste money to pick another to have a team represent them
Right.
if they're not getting any points for the overall.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. I mean, chat. That's another separate issue. It's like 2 games, not even 2 games. It's 2 games with no bans, with specialist bonus, impact nades, shock sticks. What else?
Hackers.
Gas
Yeah, literally, no streaming needed. No streaming needed.
No streams
no
required.
stream. Oh my
Oh
god.
my, no
Bro, that's
streams.
crazy.
Chat. No
You can-
streaming is required.
You're getting stream sniped. You're getting.
We've never had more of a gauntlet, bro. You got to go against no streams required with no bans and hackers, bro. Like, bro, imagine game 1, you're like, I just got aimbotted. Like, what do you do?
God.
Like,
No way, dude.
Bro, like, okay, what
What is it-
do they do? Do they reset the whole game?
They have to,
Have
bro.
to.
I might take the whole day.
If you deadass
Blatantly
go in
hacking?
and you get blatantly hacked on, do they just, the admin just say, all right, guys, I don't care if you got 50 points this game, we're resetting the whole thing. What happens? Because it's a custom, guys. It's different.
Yeah, it is different.
We've never had that happen.
I
We
don't know.
don't go, like, I've hosted tournaments almost every single day. We never once get a, hey, this guy's hacking. What do we do? That just don't happen. Like,
yeah.
what is the call there? From an admin perspective,
I would
what's
hate to
the
be
call
an admin.
there?
I would hate to be an admin. I will say that.
Definitely, bro. Signing up, they're like, oh, here you go, bro. Here's signing in admin. Oh, you're cooked, bro. You're getting flamed. Getting hot Cheeto.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
I mean, it would have to be a
reset.
reset.
Because, yeah, it has
No
to be
way.
reset. It's not fair.
It's
I'm,
not
I'm
fair.
calling everyone a hacker, bro. My team gets wiped. Who's this Aiden guy, bro? Like, he's got to be cheating.
1864 20. Like,
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, it would have to be a recent. I mean, we had a year last year, but it wasn't until after.
It wasn't after the fact. I mean, to be fair, we kept telling them, guys, this guy, Chef Pepperoni, is hacking.
Well, that guy.
He is hacking. And it wasn't until literally after the fact that they banned him. Like, already when shit was already done.
yeah, literally towards the end. I think it was.
It was
last
like
chance?
going into like losers or winners round 2 or some shit like that, where they finally, and it was like, bro, like, this guy's blatantly hacking.
I mean, bro, that guy reload went all the way to freaking Vegas just to get 40th, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
He got his way all the way to land.
Oh,
Damn.
don't even remind me, man. That's
I remember
checks.
talking to you about it before. I was like, yo, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm 90% sure this guy reloads hacking. And then we watch LCQ, and I think first
did
game.
he just?
Or no, it was finals. It was finals. Like, first game on, he 1v3, like, B-bladed. And I looked at you, and I was like, oh, no.
We were like, we couldn't say nothing. We're just like,
Yeah, I just, like, couldn't, like, not laugh. I was like, dude, this guy's literally cheating.
yeah,
Nah, man.
like, yeah, chat. I don't know. Again, we're always going to have these issues when it comes to hackers, sadly, because we play a game that has literally the worst anti-cheat ever. But
maybe the
in the same-
bundles now are gonna save us.
in the same hand, I'm a firm believer that we cannot let players like that stop us from doing these types of things for the players like Aiden, like fucking, Huskers, all these guys that all compete and they love competing. Like, I know that people are like, oh, don't even host them because there's a bunch of hackers. Like, I'm a firm believer to not let hackers stop a great thing, because this is like World Series of Warzone is something that a lot of people do love, a lot of people do enjoy, right?
100%.
And so I just feel bad for, let's say, last year. Keep in mind, they shouldn't have been in that position.
Yeah,
right?
Fnatic.
Yeah, true.
But Fnatic last year got hacked on by, they found out, what's his name?
Vexo.
Vexo?
and Av.
Vex.
Vexo, were they both hacking?
Yeah,
Oh shit. Vexo and what's his name?
Av.
Were both hacking. They're playing with Joe Gang, and they were literally killing Fnatic at last chance qualifiers.
Yeah.
Like 3 out of the 6 games.
There was a stat that Jay God tweeted. It was like Fnatic died 14 times to like the hackers. Like they had 14 total deaths in 5 games to the hackers. And the top 4 teams that qualified for LCQ had a total of 4 deaths total between all 4 teams.
Yeah, 10 difference.
So like them as a trio died 14 times. And then the 4 top teams as like, like full 4-3 trios only died 4 times. Like it was like, that was like the stats. So it was basically like, like the people that qualified were literally like, who could avoid the hackers?
yeah, because they were landing like Palace. They were landing Palace.
Yeah, Old Town, and then the other teams were just across the map.
Yeah. Hey, chat, my man Rick, Mr. Rick O'Shea, he chalked.
Yeah, Rick O'Shea
He's
is got to
cooked.
lock in.
He's gone.
Rick O'Shea hasn't been working lately, bro.
Bro, he's in an abyss.
Oh my god. Oh, I was wondering what you guys talking about. But Rick. Yeah, Rick.
He was like, who's Rick?
Rick's been taking the
man,
vacation,
bro.
but he might come back.
Chat, this is an example of what we mean whenever we say blocks qualified. So whenever we talk about like blocks and stuff, this is teams go 4 for 4, 3 for 4. Just so you guys are aware how hard it is to get to win blocks. Keep in mind, this is against the best players, right? The best EU players, EU scrims. Like it is hard.
Yep.
So now imagine if you have 2 to 3 of these teams in one block, all landing in the same place, because eventually, once they get to finals, it will look something similar to this, right?
Yeah.
Like there will be a lot of good teams in the same block. Who knows? Depending on how the way that they break up, like the groups, we could have 2 or 3 of these teams all in the same block, game 1. That would be fucking.
Oh yeah. No, they don't got no seating or nothing, huh?
They do have seedings.
Oh, it's like randomly generated for some
I don't know how I don't know if it's gonna be that
random. Yeah.
Yeah.
like how
we saw Huskers random generator.
Oh,
and like
dude, the seating. Are you talking about the seatings for
Seating,
quals?
yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so bad. So basically, what they did was that they made it like an org thing. So like Fnatic, how they got second at EWC last year.
Yeah.
Fnatic's seating in EU, like Fnatic got the seating, not like Skull and Almond and Noobs. So like, yeah, it's so bad.
so 100
so
T's
teams
is 0.
we're basically 0. So like the teams that like changed, like so like FLS, GUI, and Clapson, they stayed the same, and they had World Series of Warzone like 6th place. So they have a good seating because they are a trio that stayed together. So like it's either the players, like all 3 players have to be the same, or it was like an org thing. Yeah.
I see.
So like for us, like because
So,
Skull
yeah.
joined
Damn.
Blast and Gabe, they don't get to take advantage of like Blast and Gabe getting 5th at LAN or Skull getting 2nd at EWC, it's basically 0 because they're a new trio, and like 100 Thieves wasn't at EWC last year for Warzone. So
how do you balance that? Like, think about it. Like, from a admin perspective, what type of call do you make? Because I get it. If your team's the exact same, all right, you keep your standing. But I mean, playing devil's advocate here, it's really hard. Like, unless you come up with some type of point system.
No, Enigma cooked something up in like a matter of like a couple of hours. So basically, like you just take individual players, do World Series of Warzone and EWC, and then like World Series of Warzone would carry a little bit more weight since there was more teams, and like based on how you place, like you'd have a little bit more weight, whereas EWC was like less teams and like invites. So then he like did a system where it was individual, and then you add basically all 3 players on where they place in the past 2 events. And if they weren't at one of the events, it wouldn't like hurt them like crazy. Like you don't get like a negative, but you just don't gain anything. He did it in a matter of a couple hours, and honestly, the system looked great. Like Falcons were at the top, and then it was like Aiden's team. So it was like that's actually accurate.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like this is like, I mean, just looking at the top 5, like that's.
And was this EWC and
World Series of Warzone both considered?
Oh shit.
So yeah, this was like Enigma cooked this up in like a matter of a couple hours, and he like actually cooked. Like I looked at the list, and it actually made sense.
Damn.
So
Yeah, it looks solid to me.
yeah.
The process of creating and testing out global seating system.
If you were defined.
Wait, I didn't even know it was like this.
Yo, he's definitely chef.
No,
Yeah.
he cooked.
I mean, I hope they're taking some type of like feedback from people like Enigma, like Dandro, when it comes to these things. I know, look, being in the scene for 5 years now, I understand that it takes a while to get things going. Like,
Yeah.
The first product's never going to be like,
What's the final product? Right.
yeah, like think about it like this. First ever World Series of Warzone was all online. The biggest
6
streamers,
maps, bro.
the biggest streamers got invites. It was 5 maps.
That was crazy.
One day.
5?
Yeah. And they were separate. Would you get it online?
True.
To now, look where we're at now. We have a really good system. We have like, open qualifiers. Keep in mind the hacking situation. I think there's a lot of room for improvement on their whole, like, I feel like they got to hire somebody that's like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Like, at least Chef Pepperoni, it's like, bro, this is blatant. Like, yeah, you might be like somebody like, oh, this guy, he's really good. All of a sudden, there's nothing crazy, but it's like, like it's sus. You don't ban them. But somebody like Chef Pepperoni, where it was like blatant, like that should be immediate.
There should be like actual,
immediate.
Like they got to take extra steps for like manual and like inspections, I guess, or like investigating for like specific people. So like World Series of Warzone came along. Okay, like if they see like single players that get singled out, like Chef Gopperoni, for example, they could personally like investigate only him and his account, put it on the like the tracking thing, just see like. I mean, bro, you could see clips and be like, yeah, this guy's walling. Like you could just tell.
Yeah, but then also, I I think that doesn't happen, and I genuinely think I'm gonna die on this hill. I don't think that Activision wants to do that because then that would prove that their anti-cheat doesn't work. If they're, for example, Chef Pepperoni, if he has been playing for however long and not getting banned and cheating during quals, if we have to go and be like, here's this guy's Activision ID, he's fucking hacking, go look at him. Then they research and they find that, hey, our system hasn't caught him, but he's obviously aimed.
Yeah, that is true.
That's them having to admit our system is faulty.
Didn't they? I think I remember seeing like a tweet. Someone tweeted that the way they pretty much detect the hacks.
AI?
Like AI
Activision
spectates the player and then like it decides whether it's hacking.
So Activision, okay, this was a very weird situation where AI automatically detects if a team or a guy could be hacking based off like norms and the way people normally respond to things, right? Within human error. And from there, they send that to a human that then decides, is this guy cheating or not?
Bro, but like who's that human, bro?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
they're like a DMZ dad, bro, who just grinds like zombies and shit. And then they're like, dude, this guy's gotta be cheating. Like he's probably just a BBB fan.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, who are they getting to look at these?
Yeah.
Because, okay, I have a theory. This could be tinfoil hat. But that could be why people get fucking shadow banned. Because they like, oh, this guy got detected in our thing. Let's send it to Billy Bob Schmo to review it. Billy Bob Schmo says, oh, I can't shoot like that. I can't say he's completely hacking, but like that looks crazy.
Yeah.
Let's shadow ban him.
But like Billy Bob Joe don't got like the land list. Like,
Just the receipts of who to shout
yeah,
out.
like known players, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, if anything, those players' accounts should be flagged. Like, oh, this team, like,
Yes.
they should be flagged and be like, oh, this player went to LAN.
Yeah, you're looking at them. It has a thing of like, okay, this is a known stable player.
But another thing, imagine a player has their account flagged just decides to start cheating.
Huh?
Which
Damn, Billy Bob
I
Jones.
know what you're thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he's never gonna get caught.
What the freak?
That's a security issue.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean it could happen.
So then
It could fucking happen.
Daily.
Biggest example is Donkey.
Yeah. Guy did well on land. Now he's just blatantly aimbotting, bro.
He's like, I got away with it. Fuck. That's
What were you saying?
good. No, I mean that's good. Like then that's where you, like you said, the security check. You do random sweeps on these flags to make sure the flag is still pure. But I mean, it takes a lot of dedication for sure, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, bro. I don't know, man. Like
Billy Bob Joe might get a text from a Latina or something, and you'd be like, "Oh, Otter, let me just. Oh, this shot about him quick," and he's got to go.
your brain is amazing.
Oh my.
No, you're speaking facts though.
You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
He might not
Like-
actually care about what's going
Shout out
on.
all the Latinas out there, you know?
You know?
Oh my god.
Oh man, bro. Yeah. Chat, are we all in favor of having Rampage just be the one to check everybody's accounts?
Oh, for sure. Well, actually, I don't know. He gets distracted too easily.
Huh?
True.
No,
Hey,
I-
Bree walks by, he's cooked.
Oh, yeah, you're
100%.
cooked.
I'm like, ooh. No, but I mean, that's why I go into a room, make sure I have nothing, just the setup, what I'm, you know what I'm saying, designated to do, turn off the phone. I'm locked in. I'm VOD reviewing. This guy.
Bro, what if they showed you like Diaz's gameplay but no name? You're like, oh,
Oh,
this guy's
nah,
happy.
he's good. Imagine. Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
He's like, oh, I know those shots anywhere.
That's crazy. Nah, bro.
These like diving me out. He slips me a 20. He good. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, there's that. See, like all that stuff, bro. Like there's probably security, and the security's like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, look, chat, again, I don't think, transparently, here's what I've been saying. I've said in YouTube videos, I've said on stream multiple times, and, you know, this is going to go into a YouTube video. So hopefully it's now on the internet forever. Guys, don't believe Activision when, I'm going to tell you right now, I've lost all hope when it comes to the anti-cheat. I will never believe them ever again after 5 years of them saying and releasing all the things that the anti-cheat works. It doesn't. Yeah. Like, okay, if it was like Valorant's anti-cheat where you run into one hacker every 50 games, every 70 games, okay, cut them some slack.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, like you like, what's that guy named? The Doc.
Oh, yeah.
The Doc hacker. What did he say? The Doc gamer. Something
I
like
think
that.
it's Dog Gamer.
Doc gamer. He's one of the devs over at
Riot.
At Riot.
Yeah.
And he said it's impossible to prevent hacking forever. Like, at all. It's a constant tug of war constantly. He's like, but if we can have one hacker every 70 games, 50 games, he's like, I consider that successful. As opposed to Call of Duty, right now, you get a hacker every fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, quite literally every game. Like, on ranked. I don't know how it is on pubs.
Yeah.
But it's like, it sucks because I want to believe in the system, but the system is just flawed and it's horrible. Like truly, it's just, it's flawed. It doesn't work. They said this last year. No changes. They said this year, specifically this year, season 3.5, we're going to do all the changes. It's going to be like all this stuff. Just wait. We're sending this cease and desist. We're sending this. We're doing this. And then.
Do you think something drastic has to happen? Like you said, like jail time in order for people to like not hack or just have like, okay, like, you know, something severe?
Who was that kid? Like, there was a guy that got sued. He cheated in a Fortnite tournament and Fortnite like sued him.
Yeah, but that was Fortnite taking action.
Right.
To do that.
Right.
You know?
Like setting an example, right?
Yeah.
Like,
they literally said, like, they made him do a public apology.
Dang.
Or like a video apology or some shit like that. They made him, like, pay back all the money. And, yeah, they sued him. It was a big deal. And, like, I hope that does something for them, right?
Yeah.
So, oh, chat right here.
What is this?
So, I said, dead serious question. Wait, I didn't even know you replied for this. What the heck? Is Ricochet not a kernel level anti-cheat? And then Merc responded, said, it is, but I'm taking a guess that it's not running until you start COD. COD plays an issue. Whereas Val is on all the time, and if you exit it, you have to restart PC and can't even play. I'm sure it's a privacy discussion as well, as I'm just comparing and could be totally wrong. No, dude, that is not why COD can't detect cheats. Oh, shit. So,
Wow.
so what do you think he meant by that?
I don't even know. We gotta talk to him, bro. Gamer Doc.
I think he just said Ricochet is not there.
He said it doesn't
You think
exist.
he meant like, bro, these guys, like,
That shit gone.
that shit not there?
He's cooked. They're cooked.
He's like,
I would love to interview him.
Who gonna tell him? Type.
I would love to interview him
He just
We
confirmed.
could.
with a voice changer.
We could,
How, Rampage?
cause Twitter added phone calls and FaceTime. We could call him right now. No?
You think he's gonna pick
Why
up?
the voice changer?
You think
You
he's
think
gonna
he'd pick up?
He's like, what the hell? You'd probably be surprised. Like, he probably doesn't know what's going on. Like, what the? Twitter call?
No, yeah. Is he completely like anonymous?
Yeah,
I
he's-
don't know. I don't know, but from like I know that it's confirmed that he does work there,
Right.
but I don't know if he's anonymous or not. He just has it as the Doc Gamer,
Heard that.
you know? But again,
True.
I'll be honest, I don't think they're ever gonna fix that shit, chat. Cheating in Call of Duty. Hopefully, I hope to eat my words one day and hopefully that it gets better. But as of right now, I don't think it's ever getting better. I don't think it's ever getting fixed. Sadly.
Yeah.
I hate to say that.
We need a Warzone Batman. For sure.
Dude, actually, I watched Batman on the flight
Oh,
here.
Yeah?
shoot. Okay. He's not anonymous. I've been promoted to anti-cheat staff analyst. I don't know why they keep promoting me for just downloading loaders. I also now have my own desk.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, we need Muhammad, bro. Hey,
Shout out Mo, man. Money Mo.
hey, shout out my man Money Mo. We need Muhammad. They keep promoting him. Good, bro. Get your bag, King. Get your bag, bro. Well,
Should I hit him up and just tell me to mentor me?
Now Ricochet needs to hit him up.
We need something. We need something, bro.
yo, I'm not even kidding. I might DM him and ask him if he's ever down for an interview.
100%.
He doesn't have to show like anything.
Got
Nope.
to.
Voice changer, like you said.
It can literally just not even know. I mean, I don't think he needs a voice changer if he just had his name up there. I would probably do is just not show his face or anything like that. He probably doesn't want to show it and just have him yap and talk to us about how it all works and why Activision can't.
That would be,
That'll
so-
be- what they're lacking.
that would be some juicy
100%.
content.
Chat, would that not be a fire ass fucking podcast? Shut.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, man. JD, do you have that? Do you have the schedule up somewhere?
Bro, he just started 6 months ago?
6 years ago.
Oh, 6 years ago?
Wait, do you want to read that real quick? Hold on. Sorry,
let's
JD.
see.
I know. I don't know if you deleted it already. Look at this shit, Rampage. You want to hear this shit? Nah, this is how passionate. He said, 6 years ago, I made it my mission to go after cheaters. I stand here still, committed, and with a burning desire to do whatever it takes to win. Believe me when I say this.
Damn.
You can come back again and pay $200 to $600 again on a new firmware for the 24th time, thinking this time it might be the one that I fail. I promise you, I won't. You can come up with hundreds of cheats. I will be there. You can spoof again. I will be there. Call me cringe. Call me whatever. I know who I am. I stand here committed to the fight from dark days to good days. I will remain in this fight until the end.
Damn.
That's fucking passion. Yo, Big Money Mo.
what
Big
the-
Money fucking Mo right there, bro.
We need him on this side
Hey,
for sure.
Oh, my. They
We
better-
need Mo.
He better be in 1 million a day, bro. Like, this guy.
Million
Oh,
a
my
day.
God.
Chat, we need this guy. This guy is him.
Sent.
Bro, you know what he does?
Passion.
No troll. Guys, think about how crazy this is. A public figure. He goes and tweets out, hey guys, send me people you think are hacking. And just, he sends them the Activision, or not the Activision, but like whatever Valorant is.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and then he replies to it. Done. Found he is cheating. Done. And he replies to it.
Favorite part.
Hey, bro.
GG.
Wait,
Tweets like receipts of it.
what's this?
It's people telling people not to buy cheats anymore because they don't work after he banned them.
Oh.
He said GG probably clapped.
No way.
Dude. Oh, this is him tweeting receipts about how they can't catch him.
Messages that he's found.
Oh, wow.
Bro, $490.
Oh, my God. His blog, GG, got it yesterday and already blocked Sag. He probably gets so much dope from this.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Yeah,
Wow.
Haribo. Why does that sound familiar?
Karibo.
World Series last year.
That's That's the World Series guy from last year.
No way. He
Oh, yeah.
came from Val? This son of a...
Maybe. Or
this
maybe they
son
have the
of a-
same name. Who
Wow.
knows, chat? Who knows? Maybe it's not even
Damn.
the same guy. But yeah.
There is hope.
JD, do you have the EWC schedule? So we can show them. I saw you have it pulled up here. There you go. Up to the side. All right, chat.
Wow.
So here is the way it's all going to go down. I would like to do a master sheet where we combine, now that we have dates, EWC and World Series. JD, if we can get that cooking. We have open qualifiers on the next week on the 30th through 30th, 31st, and 1st. So we have APAC on the 30th at 9 p.m. CST, Europe 5 a.m. CST, MENA 6 a.m. CST, LATAM South 10 a.m. CST, LATAM North 11 a.m. CST, North America 12 p.m. CST, chat. So we're going to have a very, very crazy day. I'm going to have to figure out how we do this. Because this is pubs, though. We'll figure it out.
Pubs that don't have to be streamed, huh?
Wait, what do you mean it's pubs?
It's open calls. Oh, wait, no, it's not.
It's custom.
No, it's
I'm,
customs.
I'm high.
Yeah, well, streams aren't required, but
Hopefully there's some...
True.
I told my team, I said they would stream if you share chat with them. You know, share chat.
Share chat.
Some gifted subs was good.
Oh,
15-minute delay.
So, chat, what we stream will be up in the air just because I'm going to keep it $150. I don't know who's going to be streaming. And if they're not allowed to stream, or they're not required to stream, most people probably won't.
Yeah, I
Maybe,
know,
chat, we might just have a stream up where we just look at the leaderboard and we just see who quals and we're all just hanging out.
We just come out like...
That's crazy,
We do a carne,
bro. That'd be lit.
a
actually.
carne stream, and we just have the leaderboard like, all right, here we
just
go,
playing.
like,
Leaderboard's
just
updated,
they called, you know what I'm saying? Then chat, closed qualifiers will be on the 3rd and 4th of what is that, June? 3rd and 4th of June, guys. That is Rampage's birthday, guys. Keep that in
yeah, I
mind,
forgot.
The 4th of June, chat. Then finals will be on the 6th for MENA, the 6th for LATAM North, the 7th for LATAM South, the 7th for APAC, 8th for North America, and then 8th as well for Europe, chat. So these are all the dates. So pretty much from the 30th through the 8th, we're going to have some type of something, right? I just hope that they can change the rules and make it to where everybody has to stream.
Right.
And I mean, I know we're asking for a lot, but them upping the games instead of 2 to minimum 4.
I feel like the teams that we are gonna pretty much spectate are gonna stream.
You think so?
I don't think so.
No,
I think the only people that would stream is like FIFA and like I don't even think Breadman's playing. Like people that like, you know, just throwing a fat delay. Like, but I know like for sure if streams aren't required, like I know 100 Thieves, they're not streaming.
Heard that.
heard that.
Damn.
That's like free fucking viewers.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like imagine the fucking hype if you qual on stream. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Well-
and because nobody else is gonna be streaming, bro, you're like one of the only ones here. You popping bottles and shit.
I think for finals, if it's a 14 team lobby, then they could probably make streaming required. Like with only 14 teams, like it's probably a lot easier than the opens where it's 400. So I could see them doing that at the minimum, making finals required streams.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, yeah, like if, you know, the teams that are in finals, like I think a lot of them will stream with a delay.
Oh, they said finals is broadcasted. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah. So we can for sure watch finals.
Okay.
But even so, bro, I'm trying to see like a mid-range moment, bro.
Yeah, these open quals, though, dude, they're so cutthroat that I just don't think anyone wants to take a risk of anything.
Yeah, do some mirror
Looking for
moment,
that.
bro. Like last, they're like, oh my god, they need to win. They get the kills, they get the win.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, hold on. So let me see before we end. Let me see the dates, right? So next week we have 30th, 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, right? That's June 8th. The last thing for EWC is June 8th. After that, what date is open call? So we have the 9th through the 19th. So 10 days of scrims for open quals, which would be the 20th through the 22nd
Right.
for World Series of Warzone. Then, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro.
Then when's group stages?
Dude, I don't even know.
It's packed, bro.
One second, I'll bring up the tweet. I tweeted it out.
Oh my God.
All right, let's see it.
All right.
Oh my. And then wait, Total Frenzy the 27th.
Oh my.
Oh, no.
The finals.
That's
the
this
finals.
week. That's this week.
Oh yeah, shoot. We do.
It's
have the
Tuesday.
finals,
So, okay.
Yes.
So in-game open 20th through the 22nd. Then from there, they have. So okay, you play that. Then from there, it's a 1 week. No, 2 weeks. 2 week break, and then group stages start July 8th. Where is the expansion regions? Oh look, there's not a break. No, there is a break. Actually, no.
I thought there was some. I thought there was
Right
some
there.
stuff going on like
In between.
June 4 and 6. No,
Um,
am I bugging?
let's see.
June?
Remember, there's like something June 4 6.
Was that
My B
something
date?
EWC?
Oh, I guess the close
Yeah,
qualifiers.
Yeah, EWC. Yeah, we're pretty going.
Damn.
Yeah, there's
EWC
pretty much
LAN
no fucking
is
break.
what, August 4th? StukeX? August 4th, I believe.
So literally, guys, I'm not even trolling. From next week,
6.
I mean, even now, there's no rest. We're doing scrims almost every single day. From now, dead ass, until what's the latest date we have? August what?
I mean,
Go to the other one.
probably LCQ.
August 12th, August 13th.
Holy.
And then from there, August, when do you think, that, even then, there's no rest because we're going to be doing scrims for,
Yeah, September probably.
so September, there's no way. Could it go to October? No, right? It'd be August. Fuck. It could be September, October. Let's just say September. So from now, dead ass, from now, chat, until September, we got shit. We got shit.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Bro, you been working out?
Oh, my bad.
All right.
That's good.
All right, fellas,
Hell yeah.
chat.
I'm locked in. Hey, we love COD and
Just
we're
on go.
here. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. Back to back, bro. Lands. Right now's
Damn.
the time, bro. Right now's the time. Woo!
Look, man, I'll say this. I'll say it once. I'll say it again. If you're not prepared, get prepared.
Yep.
We have qualifiers for EWC next week. We have qualifiers for World Series of Warzone 3 weeks after that. You have your trios ready to go and get ready. Lock it the fuck in.
Yeah.
Because there's no time to rest.
True.
We're in full on season right now.
EWC. Straight after that, roster mania. And then World Series of Warzone. And then, like, last chance qualifiers. Oh, my God. Last chance qualifiers. So dope.
Yeah,
No
we'll
more
definitely-
bathroom breaks for Rampage.
Yeah, Rampage is going to be limited to 2 bathroom breaks a stream.
I'm gonna tap in on a bottle right here, bro. And just smell a little, like, cup of ramen in here.
Damn, y'all going cutthroat.
Boys, did we miss anything?
No, I think we covered everything.
I think we covered everything.
EWC, World Series of Warzone. What else?
That's it.
we can expect some roster mania, I'd say, right after EWC quals.
Or-
I mean, definitely rosters.
Rosters, I
Roster
mean,
mania, orgs, location, wanted to be Mexico.
I mean, we have pretty much some orgs guaranteed, right? Like some teams already finalized. I mean, I don't even know at this point.
EWC orgs for the most part are, finalized.
well, apparently you can switch rosters
Yes,
right now.
yeah, I was about
Only
to say
one.
yeah.
Which
So,
kinda-
like-
that's kind
So
of
Nate's like not locked in with Rated and Scummin. Because I know they've been going back between like Nate, Believe.
But, yeah.
Well, Buh asked, like, how was that able to be possible? And Scummin said, I don't know,
Right.
in chat.
Because he got dropped. Believe got dropped like after the date.
He got dropped, then picked up, and then dropped again.
Right.
Dropped again.
So, like,
I think Nate is locked.
these are all the orgs that we know of right now. That we know of at the moment. We have Falcons, which is Diaz, Shifty, Soka, Twisted Minds, Almond, Aiden, Smitty, 100 Thieves, Blast, Gabe, Skullface, Fnatic, which is Enxian, Patsuka, Zakar, Gentlemates, Enkyo, Gromalok, Hollow. We got Virtus Pro, which is Dongi, Noobs, and Sage, S8UL, Braxton, Empathy, Rida. We have Team BDS, FLS, Clavson, and Gui, Leviathan, which is Amir, Castillo, and Dark, Rock Esports, which is Vision, Prodigy, and Wars. We got AG Global. This is no longer Believe. It's Nate Dogg, Rated, Scummin. We got Movie Star Koi, Goat Clamp, Neto, Volcom. We have Onic Esports, which consists of Abwiz, Bubble, and Disrupt. And we got NIP, which is AJ, Omenik, and Stuwo. Chat.
And then FaZe as well, which is what, Swag, Grimy, and Booyah?
yeah, then FaZe,
Damn.
Swag, Grimy, Booyah.
One last dance.
I'm trying to think of anyone else. I think that's about it.
That might be, yeah.
I mean, even so,
I know there's some non-EWC orgs still being like signed. So, but I think for all the EWC orgs, at least they're all up there.
Yeah, at least from what we know of right now, there is no other orgs. Hey, listen, man.
this is insane.
I'm letting you know now. I might pick up a Baka squad.
I like that.
Baka.
I actually like that.
Do you think Optic would double in?
Nah.
Nah, Optic. They didn't do it last year.
They're very. I don't know. They're not really a competitive org. Like they
True.
just like doing their COD and Halo, and then I think they just stick to content.
Makes sense.
They probably would have done EWC if they were interested.
True.
Because they're not an org for that, right?
No.
Like, okay. Yeah, man. So, look, side note, let's talk about real quick to end the podcast. Free agents. I want to see Destroy on a team.
Yeah.
I want to see Scopes on a team.
Yeah.
I want to see
Huskers.
Breadman. I don't know if he's going to be playing.
I don't think Bread's playing EWC.
I want to see
I want to see Lil Mario.
Huskers. I don't know what the rumor is on there. Do you know? Like, oh, you probably do. But I want to ask.
Sorry.
But is Huskers just not playing anymore?
That's what he's giving me off.
What I last heard it was Huskers, Intex, and Nate. And now that Nate left Scummin to go play with Scummin and Rated, I don't know what Huskers and Intex are doing.
Yeah.
Because I saw Intex playing with Havoc and Buh.
Here's what I think Husker should do. I think he should have taken a coaching role with the team. Because I think Nate was kind of like in between. He's like, oh, well, Huskers doesn't really play Resurgence. And it was kind of like an awkward spot for Nate. He was kind of getting tugged. So I think what I thought was going to happen was that Husker was going to take a coaching role. Then they were going to play Intex and Nate were going to play the different third. And then whenever World Series Warzone came around, he went back to a player role. That's what I thought was going to happen. But I'm not sure.
I see what you're saying.
It's like Huskers doesn't like Resurgence, right? So why would you want to team with someone who doesn't love a mode that you're playing, right? Because like you're not gonna get that passion. Like Huskers is an insane big map player.
Do you
like,
think Huskers would put passion into coaching?
I think he would. Yeah, I think he'd be great at it too. I mean, he knows enough. He might not know the Resurgence mode, but I mean, he knows like Warzone very well, and he could probably learn. Resurgence, it's not rocket science. Like I think he could offer a lot.
That's true. Okay. It's smaller map, easier coach. Just like start seeing where like people land. Just you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or rotations. What's easier fights?
But I don't know.
What to get POI? Man.
Okay.
The question there is like, is Nate playing with Rated and Scummin for big map? Like I just don't know. Is that,
that's another one.
Is he going back to Huskers and Intex for big map? I guess we're gonna find out.
A lot of teams are going to be changing.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
teams
when
that
it comes to that.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of teams that don't qualify for EWC. So I'm I know for sure that teams are gonna change. Even like Flanks with Scopes and Clumsy, I think. No. He's with Flanks with who? JTech and Clumsy.
JTech and Clumsy.
And yeah, I don't know if Clumsy plays big map like that. So I'm assuming that team's gonna change as well, probably for big map.
I think it's probably going to be Bread, Havoc, Buh then, right?
I like
big
that
map.
I like that roster a lot.
For big map, I don't know if they would play for Resurgence.
No, but I do like that roster a lot.
Yeah. Do you guys think like after pretty much EWC is done, the orgs are like GGs or like are they gonna go to World Series of Warzone?
Some orgs will stay and have them represent them to World Series of Warzone. And some orgs will be like, hey, you got me my points for EWC, we're good.
Well, so some backstory there, orgs had to sign for at least 6 months. So most teams, if you
Sure.
yeah.
I was told something different.
I was told that EWC teams had to sign for at least 6 months. So most contracts, at least from what I've heard, every contract I've heard is at least 6 months, unless they don't qualify.
There was a contract that I heard that was literally just, hey, represent us for EWC, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think EWC was like basically put a clause that like they don't want to just like make this like a transactional thing. They want it to like actually like try to grow the like esports scene instead of just like getting players in and out kind of thing. That's what I heard, but
I mean, that'd be a huge W on
Yeah,
that.
that's fire.
If that's the case.
yeah.
I mean, look, chat, there's a lot of Call of Duty to be watched. There's a lot of the Call of Duty to be played. If you are a competitor and you want to compete, get your trio ready, lock in, sign up for EWC Quals. That is next week. And get ready for 3 weeks after that, World Series of Warzone Quals. Anybody watching this, hearing this, you guys can compete too. Don't think that you can't. You can. All you have to do is sign up, and that's it. It's free. If you qualify, you get everything paid for. I'll tell you right now, EWC was one of my favorite trips ever. That was actually so damn fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, I would highly recommend sign up. Even if you don't think you're going to do good, just go and try. Just try, right? And if you are not a competitor and you love just watching, well, let me tell you, we're going to be live every single day doing scrims, tournaments, whatever is necessary, going over everything competitive, podcasts, etc. It's going to be a damn good time. So, fellas, yeah, that concludes today's podcast, man. Boys, appreciate y'all. Rampage, Krinkz, Mr. Ebatez, thank you guys as always for hopping on today. I miss these little IRL pods, man.
Yeah,
I
these
miss
are
that.
good.
It's a little bit easier to keep the flow and dynamic for the IRL pod.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, little popcorn reading and stuff,
Yeah, popcorn reading.
Popcorn
All right, man,
reading.
guys. Everybody at home, appreciate you guys for tuning into the Pullze Check podcast, man. Whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, whatever we're on, appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you guys listening, man. We'll catch you guys on the next one, baby. Peace, 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 peace.